Excel videos. Blind judges. The king of Andak city was said to be a noble king. In order to fulfill his royal duties, he himself listened to the complaints of his subjects and tried to redress their grievances. Most of his people had an easy access to his royal court, where they were allowed to express themselves freely and fearlessly. One day, an old man, accompanied by his two blind sons, entered the royal court. The old man bowed before the king in deference to him and said, "Your Majesty, unfortunately, these days I am living in acute poverty. It is a matter of time before I rise to fame again and earn money." However, at the moment, I am badly in need of 1000 gold coins. Kindly pay me this amount. I will repay this loan within 6 months at the most. And if you don't, asked the king. As a guarantee against the loan, I shall leave my two blind sons in your palace. These are highly gifted and will not hesitate to serve to the utmost of their ability. How can these two blind sons of yours be of any service to me? Asked the king in little disbelief. Your Majesty, what I tell you now will compel you to change your opinion about these two boys. Proceed, said the king, showing great interest in the matter. My elder son is an expert judge of horses, while the younger one has an unfailing expertise on testing the jewels. Very interesting, said the king. How do they do it? Both my sons rely on their sense of smell and touch to do their job. If you ever find them incorrect in their judgment, you may get them beheaded and may also punish me after I return from my mission, said the old man with great confidence. All right, here take your money. Saying so, the king handed over 1000 gold coins to the old man and ordered to take the two blind brothers in the king's service. One day, a horse trader came to the royal court to sell a horse to the king. The elegant and well bred horse the trader claimed belonged to the Arabian breed. This horse is very faithful and runs very fast. claimed the trader. The king sent for the blind judge of horses. When he reached the court, the king ordered him to examine the horse. Tell me about its quality and its value, said the king. When the blind boy began to examine the horse by touching and smelling it, the horse trader got infuriated. He said, "How strange! A blind boy examining a horse. You had better stop it. You are wasting my time as well as that of kings." But the blind boy turned towards the king and said to him, "Your Majesty, it is better not to purchase this horse. It might hurt you when you ride it." "What nonsense!" shouted the trader, losing his temper. "How can he dissuade the king like that?" Then, upon the advice of the blind boy, the king commanded one of his expert riders to mount to the horse's back. But as soon as the rider mounted the horse, he was violently thrown off the back by the horse. The trader stood stunned. He said, "But it never behaves with me like that." "Yes, it certainly does not harm you," said the blind boy. The reality is that this horse does not harm any milkman. Why did you give up your old profession? How do you know I was ever a milkman? Asked the horse trader with a great surprise. "I have come to know all this by smelling your horse. I know that this horse was born in your house. You fed it on buffalo's milk. Its parents were also owned by you." The trader left the court along with his horse. Then, after some days, a jeweler came to the king with a number of precious stones and gems. The king picked up a beautiful piece of diamond. giving it to the younger blind boy, and said, "Test this diamond and let me know your views." The blind boy examined the diamond piece by rubbing it between his palms several times. Then he said, "Of course, it is very valuable, but it would prove inauspicious to the wearer." "How is it so?" asked the king. "Your Majesty," said the blind boy, "this diamond piece has taken the life of two members of the jeweler's family." Hearing this, the jeweler begged the king's pardon and left the royal court along with his gems and precious stones. A few days later, the father of the two blind boys came back from his mission. He looked happy and repaid the loan of 1,000 gold coins to the king. Then he asked for the king's permission to take back his sons with him. When the old man was nearly ready to leave the king's court, accompanied by his sons, the king asked him, "You are the father of these two talented sons. What special talent do you have?" "I can tell the reality of a person," replied the old man. "Then speak about me. What am I?" the king asked. "You are the son of a thief," said the old man. This made the king very angry. He shouted and then ordered that the old man and his two sons should be beheaded immediately. Bethal finished the story here. Bethal asked King Vikramaditya, "Vikram, was the king justified ordering the execution of the old man and his two sons? Speak up immediately, otherwise I shall break your head into pieces." King Vikramaditya thought for a moment and then replied, "Bethal, the king was no doubt unjustified in this act. He was really a son of a thief. He could not tolerate the bitter truth about himself." But the blame must also lie on the old man. He should have realized what he was saying. Having failed to do so, he became solely responsible for his own death as well as those of his two sons. Your sense of judgment is praiseworthy, said Bethel. But even then, I am going back to my abode because you have spoken despite my repeated warnings. Saying so, Bethel flew away from the shoulder of King Vikramaditya and headed straight for his abode in the peepal tree. King Vikramaditya drew his royal sword from his sheath and chased Bethel to catch him again. Please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.